Hey guys, Nuccio is here. Really excited. Crib Assembly dropped a new teaser this morning. Very similar format, but it really begs us to heed the heavens, which we have been doing. We've been looking at the constellation Lyra, also known as the Weaving Girl in ancient Chinese myth, and also Ursa Minor, which means little bear. And we're thinking that might mean Kislev and Kathy. From there, if you want to see more about that, watch the last two videos. And also, we got a new constellation that they really focused on, the Piper. So there's a lot to talk about. I've connected a lot of other dots that really don't have anything concrete besides what we've talked about in the other two videos. But let's just watch the teaser and then we'll go from there.
Heed the heavens. Heed the heavens, heed the heavens. And heed them I shall, and I am certain to find them once again lacking of anything worthy of my heeding. Sigmar tests me, though there is little left for him to test. The Piper. Today you show me the Piper. We shan't see the third constellation tomorrow. I'm sure of it.
So I'm going to start off by just giving mad props to Milk and Cookies, the Total War YouTuber. I think he called it from Grungy's Baldric. I know a lot of people besides him were saying that like Grungy's Baldric, it means like Chaos Dwarves and Kislev and ogres and all this, and he was just saying it's just straight up corn and nothing else. And perhaps it's still, the comments, the theologian astromancer, he says dimwits and dwarves, maybe that is a sign of chaos dwarves and ogres. I don't think Kislev, to be honest, from that. Granted, we do have the Ursa Minor thing. But I think Milk and Cookies was just calling it. Like, that was a Gungry's Baldric was revealed for corn. And right now we have the Piper and also the Mark of Tzeentch very clearly saying that this is the Chaos God Tzeentch. And I think he called it. I think he was on the mark from the first video he made. And he did a really good job. So just giving him props. I'm going to link his videos in the description so you can go watch them if you haven't seen them. So what I'm trying to get at is if you want like really good information about the Warhammer star signs like Grungy's Baldric and the Piper, I think Milk and Cookies is the guy. I think he's the guy that's on it. That's just my opinion. But on this channel, I think we've been doing the best job of heeding the heavens, like looking at the not obvious star signs. And I think it is intentional. I really do, especially after the video is just pleading with the audience to heed the heavens. And so that's what we're going to do. And we have a couple more trails to follow. And we're going to start with this comment that I was given by someone named Darth Comrade. Seems like a good dude. And he made me aware of something. That appears to be a constellation under the Acolyte's hood. All right. And so I checked it out. He thought it was the Cancer constellation. And it could be the Cancer constellation if it's missing its northernmost star. Granted, perhaps the Acolyte's hood is just covering the northernmost star. I don't know what that means. Some people have said that the Acolyte, it could be a sign of chaos. Like those could be eyes and stuff like that. But I've also read that celestial wizards and that deal with blue magic, that those type of mutations are not uncommon. And so it doesn't necessarily mean chaos, but it also, it could. So there's something to think about as well. But the problem with it being Cancer is that I haven't figured out anything that goes with that. Besides, if you look at the Acolyte's book, that really shiny blue thing in the book, that could be a star perhaps that's underneath Cancer. The problem, well, it's not really a problem, but the brightest star underneath Cancer is called Alfred. and it's part of the Hydra constellation. And so the myth behind Cancer and the Hydra constellation has to do with Hercules and serpents and like sea serpents and stuff. And I just don't know of a faction that would be calling out, that would ride sea serpents, you know, and stuff like that. I just don't know if that's really something in Warhammer, like a sea faction that just rides sea serpents. I haven't heard of anything like that. There could be a deeper meaning there, and also but I'm bringing it up because the guy is missing. It would be Cancer almost, and it honestly would be Alfred, the star in the book. If you can take away that, if you can believe that the Acolyte is hiding the northernmost star underneath his hood. So very interesting. I'm bringing up these points because we're going to get another video tomorrow. And I just want to like throw all the threads out there, you know, everything I'm thinking so that we can connect the dots with the next videos. Also, one thing to note too is that the Alfred Star, it translates from Arabic to the solitary one. So that might be something to keep in mind as well. Again, I can't really make a connection there. So tomorrow, I think most people are expecting either like the drummer for Slaanesh, you know, sign of excess and hedonism, or Raya's Cauldron, which I'm probably expecting too, like Raya's Cauldron being for Nurgle. And then we really go with that chaos theme, like the theme we first talked about with that comment of I'm tired and drunk on rage in the first video. And that's what we're expecting. But also there could be another pattern if we get a really weird sign tomorrow that just throws us off, like the Witching Star or the Bone Saw, something like this. Because there could be another pattern. In both videos, it shows the same three people over again, right? First, you see a soldier, you know, he doesn't seem really part of it, but he's there, you know, and he might be part of it. And so the first sign we saw was Grungy's Baldric, which is a sign of martial pursuits, or like a soldier, right? And then the next one we saw was the Piper, the sign of the trickster. And the next person we see in both videos is that shady acolyte who has the Cancer on his forehead, the Cancer sign. And he looks shady as hell. I think a lot of people have said this. Most people, like, you know, thinking like he kind of looks like the old advisor. I'm not saying he is. And maybe that then we're going to get the one tomorrow, and it's going to be in reference to the actual narrator. And maybe there's something to draw from that. I'm not expecting it exactly. It's just something that might actually exist. And it's something to maybe look out for. But what I'm expecting is either Raya's Cauldron, the drummer. Those are my two bets, you know, meaning for Slaanesh or for Nurgle. And yeah, that's my guess on that. So we'll find out what happens tomorrow. So with that, the only thing left to do is to wait for the video tomorrow. You know, I'm really excited for it. I think this has been really fun for everyone. I think Creative Assembly did a really cool thing with these videos, and they're kind of cryptic puzzles that we're trying to solve, and they make you feel kind of crazy or hopeful for what you want. It's honestly almost like we are divining the stars, like we're the crazy theologian who's like going crazy a little bit trying to look for meaning. So I don't know. This is like 10 out of 10, like probably one of the best teasers I've ever experienced. I just give them mad props. If you have any ideas of things we've missed, please comment below, and subscribe and like the video if you love it. If you think I'm just a madman and I've gone crazy, give it a dislike and let us know why I'm crazy. But I just want to find the truth. I want to find all the information, and I'm having a blast doing it. And if you're having a blast doing it, then I guess I don't care that I'm, you know, talking about stars and all this stuff like a crazy horoscope person. I love it. Anyway, guys, see you next time.